Oh, hey everybody, what's going on? Hey, do you smell that? Oh, that smells like the wind of change. Oh yeah, the smell of change is in the air because life is all about changing, going with the flow. And today I want to help you change your life, or at least just change a little bit towards who you want to become. And I'm going to do that by telling you a bit about my story and how I changed my life using one simple technique. All right, not an easy technique. The work is not necessarily easy, but the concept is very simple, and it's going to change your life because it changed mine. And if it can do it for me, it can do it for you. And I really hope that you'll stick around for the entire video, because I even want to give you a free digital guide at the very, very end of the video. So stick around so that you can get that digital guide so I can send it to you. Oh, and if you see a cat coming and going, that's Olive. She's a blind kitty. We call her the blind ninja cat because not only is she's blind, but she literally can kind of track you and know where you're going. So you might see her wandering about, coming in and out of the frame, so you can say hi or leave a comment, say, "What's up, Olive?" All right, but I digress. I'm rambling far too much. I know that your time is precious, so let's get into the topic. So the story of how I changed my life began back in 2014 when sadly I lost my mom to pancreatic cancer. It definitely was unexpected. It happened fast. She was gone quickly. And I also became a father 3 months after she passed. So there's this dichotomy of life and death that was really hard to handle, to say the least. And the life lesson that I learned, one of many from this, is to not make assumptions, to not assume that we know what the future holds, to not assume that we know that people that we love are gonna be here a year from now or 5 years from now, and that we've heard these stories of, things happening where loved ones are taken too soon. Oh, but that's never gonna happen to me, so I've got plenty of time, right? Well, my lesson in all of it is that we should just never assume we know what the future holds. And so if you can learn to stay in the moment, if you can learn to make the most of the here and now, it will truly change your life. And like I said, I learned this, unfortunately, the hard way, because for all intents and purposes, my mom was a really healthy person, but suddenly she had pancreatic cancer, and suddenly she was gone, and she was gone before she ever got to meet her grandsons. And amongst other things that I had to learn through my journey into grief and my self-love journey was that I have to make the most of every single moment that I have, every single opportunity, to make the most of being with and around the people that I love. Now look, I'm not saying who you are and your story and the people in your life, I'm not saying that everyone deserves your time. I'm not saying that everyone deserves forgiveness to even be part of your story in the here and now, but there are ways that we can make amends, or we can graciously offer our time to those that maybe we can reconnect with, that we can have some type of relationship with, because they were in our life once, maybe they can be in our life again. If you have people that you love, try to find time to be with them, to have authentic, valuable time with them. Make the most of it, because ultimately, folks, we don't actually know how much time we have or someone else has. And like I had to unfortunately learn the hard way, you just don't want to have regrets. I mean, we're always going to have regrets. There's no way around it. We are always going to have regrets of some sort. But hey, if we can make the most of every single moment that we have to the best of our ability, knowing that we're only human, knowing that life can get in the way, and life can be really hard, and life can take us out of the present moment, just make the most of it. All right, make the most of it. Don't assume we know the future. Be in the here and now, and I promise that your life is going to change in amazing ways. All right, and so you know what? Actually, I'm going to give you 2 life lessons today, 2 ways that you can change your life. So my second way of what I believe is a powerful way to change your life is to stop drinking alcohol. No, I mean, I don't really mean you have to stop drinking. I chose to stop drinking alcohol. I've been sober for a little over 3 years at the time when I'm filming this. And primarily what I mean behind that is that if you choose to stop doing something that has control over you, or if there's something that you feel like you can't be without, take a break from it. Taking a break from something you feel you have no control over. For me, it was alcohol. For you, I don't know. In the comments, maybe let me know something that you feel like you can't stop doing for whatever reason. You don't have to describe why, but really the reason that I bring this up as a powerful way to change your life, because it changed my life in powerful and dramatic ways, is that When we give up something that we feel makes us feel powerless, that makes us feel weak, it validates in us that we actually are strong, that we are not weak, that there is a reason we don't have to hide behind that thing anymore. We don't have to hide behind substance. We don't have to hide behind a computer screen. We don't have to hide behind shopping. We can face the fears associated with, let's just call it what it is, an addiction of some sort, and that's okay. I think everyone talks about or thinks about the word addiction, and it's like faux pas to talk about these things in the open, but I'm a recovering alcoholic. I'm proud to say that I'm over 3 years sober, and I don't consider myself a sick person. I consider myself a very, very strong person because I stayed sober through some really, really hard things. And I know that if you're watching this, you want to change your life. And I know if you're watching this, there's probably something in my story that speaks to you, and that's why we're here talking. If I can change my life, you can change your life. And again, I believe not assuming we know what the future holds, learning to live in the moment is step number one in changing your life. And then giving up something that has control over us and facing our fears, thinking about our fears, talking about our fears, talking about addiction in general maybe, it's okay. Because when we face these things, they don't define us anymore and they don't control us anymore. And then we know that we're actually a lot stronger than we think they are. And that strength it just really can just impact you in amazing ways. There's my 2 recommendations to change your life. Let me know what you think. I'd love to be able to discuss these things with you. Let me know in the comments, maybe something that you're struggling with to let go of, that you feel powerless over. Just simply leave that in the comments, or just say yes. That way, if you leave a yes, I know that you understand what I'm talking about and that we're connecting, all right? As I promised, I said free content. I want to send you a digital guide. It's this one right here. It's about the law of attraction and manifestation and how you can really honestly have anything that you want using your mind and your belief system to get that. So in the description below is a link to my email list. I would love it if you signed up and sent me your email. That way I can email this guide to you and we can have a conversation about how you want to grow, how you want to improve, and how I can help you reinvent your life. And of course, please be sure to like this video, smash that like button, share this video with friends so that other people can learn how to change their life as well. And really importantly, please hit subscribe. The button again is right down there in the bottom right-hand corner of the screen. And hit that notification bell because the process looks like this. That way you don't miss any of the content I produce and I release every single week, and you're the first to know when those videos come out. And until I see you again, be sure to check out that playlist over there, or maybe that video right down there. And remember what I always say, be fearless, be authentic, be you, and everything else will fall into place. Thanks for your time, my friends. Talk soon.